It says something about record. It says something new now. So I'm like, oh God, what did they do now? Dang, Zoom, Facebook, they're always changing something. Hello, you guys. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Thursday night training Zoom. If you guys are brand new with us, I would love to know that in the chat. How many of you guys are within your first month with us? Share with us in the chat. I just want to welcome you and tell you that first week, Amanda, that's so exciting. Actually, your name looks super familiar. I think I either just welcomed you or maybe I saw you on one of the Zooms this week on one of the live events. First day. Wow, April, that's so cool. Amazing, Paul. Congrats. You guys, I just want to tell you guys have made literally the best decision of your life. And I am so excited that you're on tonight because I mean, we have so much good stuff that we're going to talk about, but one of the things I want you guys to keep in mind is that this Zoom is every Thursday night at this time, same link. So you can save the link in your phone, put a reminder. This is one you don't want to miss. And of course, we always record, but there's nothing like catching the live. In my personal opinion, I'm super excited. We're going to go over a lot tonight, but I wanted to start out tonight's Zoom celebrating and hearing the story of our team's newest millionaire. And I'm going to tell you guys, here's the thing is this business is so rewarding and it's so fun climbing the ladder in this company. And when you get to reach milestones personally, it's amazing. But then when you help other people reach those milestones and you watch them just come out of their shell and grow and turn into the most amazing leaders and then reach statuses like millionaire, it's pretty incredible. And it's an even better feeling, you guys. I mean, those of you guys that have actually grabbed your VIP bonuses or you promoted before, that's a pretty great feeling, right? Well, it's an even better feeling to watch someone else do it. And it's crazy to know that we're in a business that we get to help other people do and live their dreams and reach their goals. And that means it helps us. I mean, that's the way the world should work. It doesn't, only here in network marketing. And we are blessed to be a part of it. If you guys do not know who our newest millionaire is, Heather McCloskey just hit the Millionaires Club in just a little over 4 years. Heather was like the first person to join me on this journey, and I'm so grateful for that. And she hit Tuesday. She got her paycheck, and it's incredible. So I'm so excited, Heather, for you to just share with everybody a little bit about your story and your journey, because a lot of people just see that highlight reel and they're like, Heather's got it together and she's so amazing, but they don't know, and you are amazing, by the way, but they don't know where you started, where you came from, the struggles. And we all go through them. It's not a straight road to success. It never is. It's kind of up and down and all around. And one of the things I said in the post when I shouted you out was, I think you've probably gone through more life than any other promoter in my downline. And we all go through life, but I'm talking just things hitting you one after another. And you always show up. You never have checked out when it would have been easy to. I mean, you've checked out for a day, 2 days, a week, but you've never left, gone away. And you always keep people in the loop on what's going on. And I think it's the key to why you've been able to grow and get to where you are today. So I cannot wait for you to share with everybody your journey. And Heather, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay, well, thank you, Lisa. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure you can hear me more than, okay, perfect. So I'll take it all the way back, because I think the all the way back story is where you guys will really understand this whole industry and how amazing it is and what it can really do for you. I always tell people this is an opportunity for you to earn an income and create a legacy and have a beautiful life while you self-develop and become the person you've always wanted to be. Because like Lisa says, I look like I have it all put together. And some days I do, but not all the time. And I certainly have had so much personal growth. And I think that is, like, to me personally, listen, it's really amazing to be inducted into the Millionaires Club. It kind of still feels surreal to me that that's what we as a team have been able to accomplish in the last 4 years. But who I am as a person that to me is the biggest reward. Who I've turned into, who I continue to grow to be, because the person that started network marketing, so a little bit about myself, I come from a little town. So if you come from a small town, I'm telling you right now, you can have success. Because 8 years ago when I found this industry, and that's where Lisa and I connected originally, I didn't have a cell phone. It's like Lisa's big funny story she likes to tell everybody. You know, Heather didn't have a cell phone. No, I didn't. I had like 100 friends on Facebook, and my market was like 0. I went to Walmart. I was busy. I was raising 3 kids. Like, what social life did I have? I didn't. But what I did have was a want to change. I needed to do something different. I was sick of struggling. Like, I was like, what? I was 33 at the time. I was like, so that's crazy. I was 33 when I started, 33 or 34. So I just turned 42. So it gives you tell you like how much time and effort and energy I've put into this industry. Like, this is not a flash in the pan, get rich quick, in and out, tuck and roll program, people. This is like life changing. Commit to it. Commit to yourself for it. Because if you walk out of this a better person, and with some cash in your pocket, like, what else could you ask for? So this industry is just amazing to me. Like, I love it. I'm a sponge to it. I absorb it. I never think I know everything. I'm always wanting to learn new things and be better, because me being better means I can help other people become better. So 4.5 years ago, when Lisa and I talked about Thrive, I needed it. And like, I would love to hear in the comments, like, were you a day 1 thriver? Were you a day 3 thriver? Were you a day 10 thriver? I was a day 10 thriver. So I knew I needed to give this like a shot. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do 30 days. I know what I need to do for my body. I was a hot mess when I found Thrive. I was exhausted all the time. You ever have that moment when you look at yourself as a wife and a mom and you just like hate who you are? That was me. I hated who I was. I hated that I yelled at my kids. I hated that I flew off the handle at my husband, and I would go to bed at night and I would pray, oh God, help me be better tomorrow. And tomorrow would come and nothing changed, but nothing changed until I changed something. And Thrive was that something for me. So 4 years later, you guys, my passion for this product has not wavered, even in the hard shit. And I have had hard stuff happen to me. It's given me a purpose. It's given me a direction. I think that's one thing that keeps me going through my journey here with Lavelle, is no matter what has happened in my life, and I've had a lot, I've always known that in the morning I'm going to get up and I'm going to take my capsules, and I'm going to have energy, and I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to be the best mom I can be, and the wife and the leader I can be today. And today I'm going to change somebody else's life. That's what I wake up every day thinking, and I'll never not think that. Every day. I just signed a customer a little while ago. Every single day I think, whose life can I change today with the Thrive experience? Because my life has changed so drastically. And I'm not even talking about the $1 million. I'm talking about the $1 million feeling I have for myself, what I feel and what I see when I look in the mirror. Lisa, what else do you want me to talk about? You want me to talk a little bit more about like overcoming obstacles? Because I'm good at that. Oh, she might have muted herself out. So I'll just keep rolling.
I did. Sorry, my dogs were barking. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
It was chaos.
It's fine. I can keep rolling. I just said, is there like, you want me to go into some of the things, you know, like how to overcome obstacles in this business, like pushing forward? Because like Lisa said at the top of the hour, okay, we're not even in busy season yet. So these bonuses are amazing, right? Like, who is not excited? Like, tell me in the comments, what bonus are you running for? I can tell you, I am running for an $80,000 bonus on my husband's account, because there ain't nothing better than 200K accounts in one house. So I'm working toward his 80K. I'm working hard. I'm digging in. I'm helping new people every single day. But like Lisa said, we have not even hit busy season. So if your team is blowing up right now, if you're getting samples flying out the door, like, keep doing all of the things. Do not take your foot off the gas ever. Like, if you want to create momentum in your business, momentum begins with what you do every single day and the excitement level that you have. I am this excited in voice messages. I am this excited to start a new Thriver. I am this excited to help somebody go VIP 800. I'm this excited to help somebody pop a 4K. Like, my excitement level is always there, because I was thinking when Lisa said that, like, number, she was looking at numbers, and I thought, you know, you're right. Because last June, I think my team did like $1.6 million in sales in the month of June. So she's right when she says that we aren't even on the cusp of busy season yet. Bonuses definitely throw some gasoline on the fire. So I'll get into kind of talking about overcoming some obstacles, like how to keep going through hard times, because life is life and it's going to happen to you. None of us get to escape it. Especially now, like, we just literally came off the craziest year all of us as a collective have ever had in our life. And we had to figure out how to navigate that, right? This is kind of the same thing. You have to determine in your head, like right now, that no matter what's going to come your way, you are never going to drop the ball. You can let it down for a minute. You can put it down and stop dribbling for a hot second, but you got to pick it back up. I always think somebody else is depending on me. Somebody else is depending on my message to be able to help them change their life. And honestly, getting up and thriving every day has helped me through the hard stuff. So when I first started in Lavelle, it was 2016, October. And about 2 weeks after I started, my 20-year-old niece was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. It was bad. She had to go to the Mayo Clinic like immediately. And it's my sister's daughter. And it was her youngest, it was her baby. So she had a baby of her own. She had an 8-month-old. So you pull together as a family and you do what you need to do. So I did exactly what I needed to do. I took in her daughter. So I went from being a family of 5 to a family of 6. So I had 4 kids in my house instead of 3. I had to go back to being a mom with a little one in a crib. Like that, thank God for Thrive back then, because I think I might have died. But that was one of the things that hit me right away in my business. Like not even in 2 weeks, and boom, life hit me. Like I had all these ideas and all these plans and all these things I was going to go all in and do. And then I had to show up for my family in a way that I never anticipated. You know, I ran crazy. I went 80K, and I kind of sat there for a little bit because this required my focus. My family required my focus. My niece's little girl needed me. She did get better. She was in remission for a while. So when she came home, she was able to be with her daughter again. And that's when I went 200K. I remember getting on the phone with Lisa and saying, I did what I needed to do. I kept doing as much as I could do during that time, but now I'm ready to go all in. And I went 200K. I think it was like 7 months or 8 months into my business. Then after that, like life was great and things were going good. And then my husband had a widowmaker heart attack and he had to have 2 heart stents. And I remember running for a re-rank bonus at that time and being in the hospital with him, signing up people with 400 promoter packs, because that moment for me was like one of those moments where I thought, this is no plan B for me. This is plan A through Z. This is how I'm going to provide for my family, like big time. This is how I'm going to take care of my kids. And this is how I'm going to be able to be the mother and the wife I need to be. And that was hard. That was very hard, but he's better. He's fine. There's been a lot of other things. And unfortunately, my niece did lose her battle after 4 years. She passed away in October. So she's been gone a couple months now. And that's been, again, one of those really hard things. And I'm going to try not to cry. It really shows you how precious life is. When you watch a 24-year-old die, that's not right. It's not normal. It shouldn't happen. You watch your sister and you have to pick her up off the floor because she doesn't know what she's going to do and how she's going to go on without her baby girl. It just gives me more perspective, and it gives me more passion for this company and this product and this opportunity. Like I was able to show up and help my sister with funeral expenses. I was able to do things that I would have never been able to do through all of these hard things, taking physical custody of her little girl while she was sick and helping my sister financially, because I said yes to myself 4 years ago and to Thrive, and I have never stopped working the business. Life gives you really big perspective, and many of you probably have your own stories. And I think that's the thing that you need to pull out of people. If you want people to see what we have our hands on, and you want people to understand how life-changing this can be, then you need to get to the heart of who they are. You need to figure out what their why is. You need to figure out what they're running for. You need to figure out how you can connect with them, and you need to stay connected to them. Because isn't our story at the end of the day the most valuable marketing thing that you have your hands on? It has to be. Go look at the Lavelle fan page. Like, go look at the Lavelle fan page and look at those stories. Those are people's lives. That's that mom on Facebook that you just saw that posted a little while ago that she has no energy and she's just ready to lose her marbles. That's her. Go tell her about Thrive. Like, go change her life. I just can't even tell you anymore that is literally what I do. If you want to know how I've made $1 million, that's how I do it. You want to know how I'm going to make $2 million? I'm going to keep doing this same exact thing that I told you guys. I connect with people. I figure out what they need, and I show up and I help them. And be real with people. I think, like, that's the thing I love how Lisa said, like, you see the highlighted reel with people on Facebook. Let people know who you are. Do you know my best marketing tip is just be you? Like, just be you on your social media. Stop getting dragged down by looking at the way other people do it. There will be nothing that will stop your scroll faster and stop your momentum faster and stop your own self-progress faster than comparing yourself to somebody else. You're not me. I'm not you. I'm not Lisa. I'm not any of you on here. We're all ourselves. So be yourself when you're out there. People always say, like, what do you say? Like, what's your verbiage? Like, I like to share verbiage if it's going to help you, but your verbiage needs to be what you would say to another human being. That's your verbiage. Sharing your Thrive experience story. What do I say? Talk about how it makes you feel. Talk about what it feels like to do the 3 steps. Talk about the mother that you're not anymore, and talk about the mother you are now. Talk about the goals that you have, the dreams. There's another thing that people have been saying to me lately is, how do I talk about making money when I haven't yet? You have to talk about your vision for what this money is going to do for you. You have to talk about your vision for changing your life. Like, what, you know, if you haven't made a bonus yet, if you haven't earned a huge income yet, it doesn't matter. I didn't talk about that. I still don't. I don't go on Facebook and be like, hey, I made $1 million in my business, join my team. I literally just went live 10 minutes before this Zoom, and I talked about anxiety. Want to know why? Because I suffer with it and I hate it, but that's a real thing, and people can relate to who I am as a person, because we all probably have some form or other of anxiety, right? So I'm myself, and I love to connect with other people. So be a human, be connective, be excited about what we have our hands on, because I'm telling you, the opportunity that Lavelle has placed in our lap is absolutely something that I have never seen in 8 years of being in network marketing. And you got to go all out with everything that you're doing right now and decide that you're going to go all in. And don't just go all in during a bonus period. I earned 1 bonus over here since I've been with Lavelle, 1, and it was a $140,000 re-rank bonus. I never hit any other big bonuses ever. The compensation plan outside of bonuses is a bonus in itself. I see people do it all the time. You're excited, you run in, you grab a bonus, and then you stop. Don't stop. Imagine what can happen if you don't stop. Listen to my story tonight. I'm a story of somebody who didn't stop. I'm not stopping. I won't stop. I have so much that I still want to do, because I want to be on a Zoom one day like Lisa is right now. And I want to introduce my personally enrolled person who just got inducted into the Millionaires Club. That's what I want to do. That's my next goal, is to help other people achieve things that they never believe they can achieve. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you're on the Zoom tonight, you can achieve everything that you think in your head. If it's in your head and it's in your heart, it's out there in the universe and it's there for you. You got to work for it and go grab it. So anyway, Lisa, I'm kind of going on because I could forever.
It's so good. You could keep on going, girl. Like, I'm just so excited. And I mean, here's the deal. Like, people don't understand the behind the scenes. I mean, we've been behind the scenes. You've messaged me before with, like, I just don't feel like doing this anymore. Am I ever going to sign anyone good again? Man, my PPA is 0 right now. I mean, we've both said these things to each other, you know, like, and you just keep going. Like, you say it, right? Because we all say things, you know, I'm quitting. I'm done with this shit. We've said that. And the next day we get up and we do it. And that is why we've gotten to where we are. And that's the thing, is that everybody here will too. And I said it the other day, everybody right now is so stinking excited, right? Because the bonuses were announced, and they're thinking about all these possibilities, their goals, their dreams, and what if. And then all of a sudden, reality sets in, right? A couple weeks go by, you haven't signed a customer or promoter yet. Or a month goes by, and nothing seems to be moving for you. And all of a sudden, that motivation starts to, dissipate a little bit, because you start to do what? Doubt, right? Now it's not as exciting, because you start thinking, well, it's not going to happen for me. If nothing's happening now, I only got 3 months left, or I only got 2 months left. I've got 1 month left. And the problem is that is the problem. That is what's wrong with everybody, is there's only going to be a certain amount of people on this Zoom right now that are going to think like a 1%er. And that is somebody that says, it doesn't matter if I hit these bonuses. I've just got to stay consistent, because guess what? There will be more bonuses that I'll hit them next time, or the next time, or the next time. But you're never going to hit $1 million. You're never going to hit a bonus ever if you just don't start somewhere. And if this was the thing that got everybody excited and motivated to begin working their business, then let it be the beginning of where this is going to take you and your family over the next 5 to 7 years. And you and I have been doing this like 8 years in an industry. Heather, you did not make $1 million in 1 second. Like, this has been 8 years in the making. 4 with Lavelle, a little over 4 with Lavelle, 4 with another company. It's been learning, it's been growing, it's been stumbling, it's been signing people that quit. It's been signing more people that quit than actually are here, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's signing more people that are going to give up on themselves than actually stay. But the cool part is you only need a couple good people. And how you find those people are so random. Like, it's so random. It's like, and it's sometimes not even the people you found. It's you found someone who signed someone who then changed a whole bunch of businesses. Like, you just don't know how it's going to happen, but you know that it will happen if you just don't give up. And I mean, you've had a million reasons to back away, to step back, to not work this. And even through those hard times, like you said, when you were in the hospital with Mike, like, that made you want to work harder. You're one of two types of people. You're either the person that says, this is bringing me down, I just can't focus and I'm not going to work it right now, it's just too hard. Or you're the person that says, this is going to drive me to work this harder. I'm going to make it happen. Because at the end of the day, God forbid if something were to happen in someone's family, guess what, guys? Your normal job is going to give you maybe 2 weeks off of work. And then guess what? You've got to go back. You've got to earn money. You've got to keep the lights on. You've got to keep food on your table for your kids. There is no taking time for yourself, because that is life. And for some reason, people get in this business and it's the thing that they put on the back burner. Like, it would be the easiest thing. I get it, right? Because we have that choice. It's the people that decide, no, I'm making this something that isn't a choice. I'm making it something that is absolutely something that I have to do. And that's hard to do when you're not making any money. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm not making any money of this yet. I've been at this for a year and I'm still not really making any money. So this is going to be the thing I push to the side. But that's the reason why you're never going to get to that place where you make money, because you're always pushing it to the side. And I just think it's so incredibly awesome, that even through all of the stuff that you have continued to push through. And I know there's a lot of people, even 200Ks, they haven't hit those walls yet. They haven't hit those life things that can totally bring you to your knees. And it's like, that's when you figure out kind of who you're made of. I had somebody on my team go 200K that's not here anymore. And a lot of you are like, how could they do that? How could you get there and do that? It's because something happened and they decided, well, I don't feel like pushing through that. It's like, it was so easy up until here. And now all of a sudden something happened and it's just easier for me to move on. And it's like, these life situations are going to hit you no matter how many times you move on, or no matter how many times go to the next thing, be successful, life will hit, and then you're going to be back to where you were. it's just that learning and learning and learning. But I would love for you to like just share a little bit about like in your opinion, what should everybody be doing right now, no matter whether they're growing or not? Like, what are the things every day? Do these things. I don't care what's happening, what you're going through. These are the things that have to be done.
So the most important things that I do every day in my life that help me be successful in this business is do something where you're taking care of yourself before you start your day with everybody else, right? Because most of us are probably moms on here, busy working 9 to 5s, doing all of the things. I just literally did a live on my page talking about anxiety because I wanted to talk about meditation. I do 10 minutes of meditation in the morning, and you're like, well, how is this an IPA? Let me tell you why that's an income producing activity. Because when your head is in the right place and you have your heart in the right place, then those messages that you're going to send out that are the IPAs, that post that you're going to make, that conversation that you're going to have is going to be lit. It's going to be coming from the place that you want it to come from. It's going to be coming from a place of being excited. You're going to have your time for yourself in the morning. Like that to me is like so important. I am a self-developer, but we ain't got time to read 600-page books right now. But there's 1,001 ways that you can take care of your mind. For me, it's meditation. Maybe it's a 10-minute pump up video on YouTube for you. Do that before you send your messages out. Do that before you're doing your follow-ups in the morning. Here's what I focus on every single day besides that. I'm getting people on Thrive. I'm doing the same thing I'm teaching a brand new person to do coming out of the gate. You're going VIP 800. Welcome to my team. Here's what I'm going to teach you. Get Thrive into people's hands. GPOT, get people on Thrive, get people on Thrive. There is a reason our corporate team talks about how do you feel on day 1? What's your day 3? What's your day 10? It never changes. And that's what I love about this business is it's the simplicity of it. It's the simplicity of literally getting this product into people's hands, signing them up with a free customer account and getting them in a 3-way message. If you are not using 3-way messages with the person that sponsored you or your leader who inspires you, you need to be. I literally have 3-way messages going behind the scenes right now as I'm doing this Zoom because that's where the excitement builds. You get one person in a message and they're excited and they're starting their Thrive experience and you're in there sharing that you've been a Thriver for 4 years, you've been a Thriver for 4 months, you've been a Thriver for a year, whatever your story is, they're hearing from 2 people right now how amazing this is. I always use this analogy with my team. Here's a solo when you're not using 3-way messages, right? Think about this like real life scenario. I'm at Walgreens, I'm in the shampoo and conditioner aisle and I see this shampoo and conditioner. It's like $49 for a bottle of shampoo, $49 for a bottle of conditioner. I'm thinking, well, dang, I'm going to spend about $100 on this. Is my hair going to be nice? Like, is this really work? And I'm reading it and I'm like, yeah, this sounds really good. Then these 2 friends walk up the aisle and they look at me and go, girl, that's the best shampoo I've ever used. Like it makes my hair feel amazing. I will never not use that shampoo. You know what I'm doing? I'm throwing the shampoo in my cart and I'm running up to the register. I'm buying it. It's the power of validation. That's what a 3-way message does. You should be bopping in 3-way messages all day long. And okay, so how do I get samples out? Where are these people coming from? If you don't have a list yet, you need to have your list. Like I walk around with lists in my list. I have a 3-ring binder. I keep my stuff organized because I'm an organized person. It just helps me to stay on task. But in that 3-ring binder, I print off my free customer accounts. You can print your free customer accounts and you can select it to go from the newest free customer account all the way down. And then it will show you your actual customers that are ordering as well right on top. Most recent orders first. Start following up with them. Get in the messenger with people who have seen you do what you're doing, asked you about it, signed up for a free account and never did anything with it. Get with them and be like, girl, it's a new year. It's 2021. I'm still thriving. I'm still feeling amazing. I would love to get a sample in your hands. Are you ready to thrive with me? Ask a question. I have people all the time. I have no fear when it comes to talking to people. I do not attach my worth to their answer. I do not attach the worth of the product to their answer. I don't attach the worth of my business to their answer. What I do is I go, okay, I'm going to the next person. Like if they say no, and normally it's not a no because my messages are about how I am helping them. So like that's what you should be doing. Getting people on Thrive, getting in 3-way messages. Like that is it's what I'm doing. It's what I always do. And figuring out how to grow your network. People ask that question all the time. I grew my network the most when I was doing videos about how to cook in an Instant Pot. I still have people coming to me to this day, and I haven't actually made a video in quite a while, that have said, hey, I know you. I connected with you because I watched your video and I made your chicken pasta. And I was like, oh, cool. And they're like, but I've been following you since, and you inspire me to take care of myself, to do all of the things. Going live is big. I know that it's really scary for a lot of people, but you know what? Do it scared. Lisa used to tell me that all the time when I met her 8 years ago. She pushed me to do so many things. I'm like, Lisa, I'm not doing that. Lisa, I'm not doing that. Don't make me go up on stage and talk in front of people. Like, I was terrified, you guys, terrified. I still get scared to do things, but I do it anyway because I know the result. I know that I actually remove myself from it and think this is going to help somebody else to hear this. This is going to be for somebody else. It's not about me. So I need to stop worrying about all of those things and just do it anyways. It always works out. So when you're growing your network, I always tell people, just go be yourself. Like, go be yourself on your Facebook page and do it loud. Show people what the steps are. I think that's a lot of things. People will post like, hey, I'm sending out samples, or hey, this is what Thrive's done for me. But when's the last time you went on your page and you literally were like, hey, good morning, I'm so excited, how's everybody doing today, happy Friday, whatever, here's your challenge, go live tomorrow. Show people what your morning routine is, because I still have people come to me and be like, what is Thrive again? Like, what do you do? And I'm like, you take a capsule, 20 minutes later you mix up your lifestyle mix, you put on this amazing little sticker that's giving you vitamins all day. Do you know how many people on your social media probably do not know what Thrive is? Like, they don't understand that it's 3 steps that you do. Show them what that looks like. Do it in your Facebook stories, your Instagram stories, do it on your Facebook. Label it like, this is my morning routine, or I can't live without doing this every single morning, or this makes me have an amazing day, whatever. I mean, you got to just be loud right now. You got to be proud, and you got to be out there talking to as many people as you can, and stop feeling bad if somebody ghosts you. I get ghosted. So what? Like, I'm sure Lisa gets ghosted too. It's okay. It doesn't mean that this isn't amazing. It doesn't mean you're not going to hit your goal. It doesn't mean that you're not going to grab a bonus. It just means not right now for that person. I literally just signed a customer today, you guys, that I have been talking to for 6 years, which means that she was asking me about the other company I was with 6 years ago, never bought anything, signed up for a free customer account last week, started on a sample, just signed up today for the full Thrive experience. Somebody I've been connected to for 6 years. We literally been going back and forth on Facebook Messenger for 6 years without her making a commitment. Now, did I rely my complete business on that one human being who I've been talking to? No. But she was just somebody who reached back out to me, and she's like, all right, I keep seeing it. I need to do this. I don't know why it's taken me so long. Think about if you have a rolling scroll of those types of people all the time, you're never going to run out of a new person to have a conversation with. You're not going to run out of a new person to start helping you thrive. Talking about the business right now is huge too. Like, being excited. Like I said, what's your vision? How is this going to change your life? What's $4,000 going to do for your family? What is it going to mean for you to grab an auto bonus and have an extra $300 to $800 in your home? What's it going to feel like to have a reliable car in the driveway? It's like the second biggest bill in most people's homes is a car. What's it going to feel like? Talk about what's it going to feel like. That's what people want to know. They want to relate to a feeling. I heard the best thing. I think it was Maria, Lisa, that said that on the Zoom, that said stories evoke emotions and emotions evoke movement. And it just stuck in my head because I thought that's so true. Our story is our biggest thing. It evokes emotion in somebody else to make a move and to change something about them. So lead with the Thrive experience. Talk about how this product is changing your life, and do it proud, and just keep doing it every single day. I promise if you do that and you help people do the same thing, you are going to have all the success. And don't just be staring at numbers all day long. Don't be like, okay, I just need one more. I need this, I need that. Have the attitude of, I don't need or I'm going to get, but who can I help? Who else needs this? Who else should I be talking to? I have another life I want to change today, and I'm so excited to help somebody change their life. Like, I hate when people say, I need to get. People aren't to get, people are to help. Have that in your head when you're doing your thing, and I promise, like, people can feel that from you. I mean, I think that's the thing that people tell me all the time. It's like, you're legit like a genuine person. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a mom at home in my pajamas. But Thrive has changed my life. Like, I want to help you do the same thing. And I reiterate that day in and day out. And I'm so excited to help the next person. So that should be your mindset every single day.
You know, I was
Okay, those
thinking
are all my tips.
I was thinking about the costs, which are all gold. I hope you guys took notes. I was thinking about the cost thing, and honestly, I would say, I don't know, every 10 people I talk to tell me no, it's too expensive. Like they do. They're just not interested, or the time is not right now. Like they don't really ever say no. It's always an excuse attached to it 90% of the time. And I think people think that, and here's the thing is, all of you guys on here that are commenting, people tell me it's too expensive or I never get yeses. Yeah, I get the same amount of no's. I get the same amount of people that tell me it's too expensive, but you will never hear me say everyone I know thinks it's too expensive. You want to know why? Because I'm on to the next person. I only look, I mean, I may have to talk to 20 people to get my one person, but that means that somebody just wanted it. So you just have to talk to more people. At the end of the day, though, it's a commercial, right? Like that is why at night when you are watching TV, you will literally see the Burger King commercial 4 times during the same show, like in a matter of, an hour. And it's like, how many, and the first time you see the commercial, you're like, oh, it's Burger King. By the third time, I'm like, dude, we need to order Postmates. I need a Whopper. Like, it's because you guys, why do they do that? Why do commercials do that? Because they know it takes the average person, between, I think it's 7 and 12 times to see something just to show interest, just to go, maybe I want that. And then it takes another 7 to 12 times of seeing it to go, okay, I do want it. And so that is why you will have, like Heather had that person 6 years. She's been talking back and forth to this person for 6 years. Finally, now, 6 years later, this person is like, okay, I want this. And so at the end of the day, what you have to remember is that this is what this is, right? We're all going through the same things. Every single person on here is going through all of the things that you're going through right now. Heather and I, when we first started in this business, we went through our friends and family not wanting it, telling us we're crazy. We went through having to build our network and add new people and not get any responses. Like we did it. Like I remember the first year, it was like, oh my gosh, like why is this so hard? And then all of a sudden, because I stayed consistent, then all of a sudden now it was every 10 to 12 people I talked to wanted to buy it. Oh, okay, that's awesome. So now I was going, okay, this is numbers. In my head, I know that if every time I talk to 10 people, one person buys it, then I need to talk to at least 20 people today to get 2 people that are going to want to buy this. And so when you think about that, I want you guys to think about how many people are you talking to, right? And if you're just getting started, I guarantee you're not talking to that many, right? You're just getting started. You're getting the ropes. You're kind of probably talking just your friends and family and acquaintances, and you haven't really even expanded your market at this point. So of course you're not going to get the yeses that you're looking for. And it's so funny. Oh my gosh, I have to share this story with you guys. So today I have a friend of mine that she cleans my house, and she also, it kind of steps in as an assistant once in a while. And she came over today to grab some product that I needed sent out. And with her was another girl that works for her that cleans houses too. And the girl came in and she said, so what is this stuff, as I'm packing it up in the box? And I'm telling her, and she's like, yeah, my sister's into one of those pyramid things too. And I just let her talk. I didn't like go, this isn't a pyramid thing. And she's like, it's just my sister. She's on all of these Zooms and she's like all in, and like her family's getting mad. I'm kind of getting mad. She doesn't answer my phone call. She goes, but the thing is, she's not making any money. And I was listening, and she goes, here's the thing. She's asked me to join her like 5 times. And I told her, I'll join you once I see results. Once I see you do something with this, I'll join you. And it was a light bulb moment, because I get on these Zooms all the time and I tell you guys the same thing. Your friends and family are waiting to see something happen. All of those people that have told you no, not interested, sorry, not my thing, blah, 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 they're watching and they are waiting for you to achieve something, right? And for you to achieve something, you are going to have to go outside those immediate people that you know in order to do it. And then those people will come on board later. I mean, I can honestly say after 10 years, I have friends that still have not joined me, but most of the people that told me no in the beginning have joined me in some capacity. And it took a minute, took a couple years. I had to prove that this wasn't a flash in the pan, that I was serious, that I could actually see some form of money. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. You know, posts like on Tuesdays where I just put gas in my car or groceries in my in my fridge because of the side business is totally what they're looking for. And it may take a minute to get there. But any business in the beginning, and so as I was explaining to her today when she came in, I said, well, I said, if you, I said, owned your own business, I said, let's say you wanted to open a restaurant. I said, what would you do? Take me through the process. She goes, well, I'd have to get a loan. And I'm like, yep, you'd go to the bank, probably get a loan for, 500 grand, let's say. I said, and then when you started the restaurant, would you make money the first day the doors open? And she's like, no. She was like, probably not. And I'm like, you wouldn't. I was like, in fact, all of your business accountants and people helping you start this thing would probably sit you down and tell you if the business even works, if you're even here in a year, because 90% of businesses that start don't even actually last a year. But if you are, it's going to take you probably 3 to 7 years before you start seeing actual profit. That is what they would tell you, right? And I said, so why are you expecting your sister to be making money in a brand new business she just started the first day? And she's like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. And I was like, exactly. I was like, and then you said you thought it was a scam because she had to put in money. Well, was it a scam if you opened a restaurant and you had to go to the bank and borrow money that you would have to pay back over time? Is that a scam? Oh, I see what you're saying. And it was just the way I was talking to her. I said, you need to get with your sister. I said, I don't know what she's doing. I said, but if you want me to look at the comp plan, I'll look at it for you. And she left here in a completely different place than when she came in. And it's just, she needed to hear it from someone else, someone other than her sister. Again, third party credibility. We do these Zooms every week and leaders get on here and people that are where a lot of you want to be share their stories, right? Whether they're at 12K and you just want that auto bonus, 40K, maybe that's your number where you're like, man, if I was 40K, I could retire. Or 80K, man, I could probably bring my husband home. 200K, wow, that would change our family's life for forever. I could start creating a legacy. Whatever your number is for you, that number can't be achieved and can't happen unless you take this as serious as if you just went to the bank, borrowed $500,000 and opened a restaurant. Every day you would show up at that restaurant, whether customers came in and ate or not. You would put the open sign on. You would have to pay the electric bill. You would have to pay for the food, whether it went bad or not. And you would show up every day. Why? Because you were committed, invested, and because you put actual value on it, right? I mean, you took out a loan for 500 grand. Obviously, you're serious, right? So why are any of you on this thing tonight thinking that you're just going to come through, join this business, and in 2 days make $1 million? In 2 days, already sign a customer. In 2 days, already sign a promoter. Heck, the first year you're in this business, it is just learning. You are learning what works for you, what doesn't. Stepping out of your comfort zone bit by bit. You're learning how to expand and grow your network outside of who you know, because those people are watching and waiting to see what you do. And so that takes time. But here's the cool part. Unlike that business, that restaurant that you could have opened for 500 grand, you don't owe anybody any money. Unlike that crazy restaurant, you joined a business that actually is going to be here in a year. Why? Because it's already been here for 8. And unlike that restaurant, we know people want this. Go to the fan page and look at the thousands of stories. You just haven't run into the people that want it yet, but there are people out there that want it, or we wouldn't have 5 millionaires on our team in 4 years, or we wouldn't have people every single month promoting to 4K, 12K, 40K, 80K, and 200K. You just haven't found those people yet. How many people are you talking to? You've got to up the game. And you've also got to stop saying the shit that the stuff that comes out of your guys' mouth. I wish I could fly to all your houses and sit with you and slap you. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. Like every time one of you guys say, I never sign anyone. No one wants this that I know. Everyone I talk to thinks it's too expensive. I seriously wish I was right. If I was right by you, I would slap you in a nice way. And I promise you that by the time I left you, you would have a different mindset, because here's the thing. is you guys are expecting to sign up in this business, talk to your 100 friends and family on Facebook, and all of them to join you. That's a perfect world. That's never happened. And I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing it for 10 years. The work, the people that go 4K and 12K and 40K and 80K and 200K, those are the people that just keep going. And they know this is a numbers game. They know that they're going to have to probably talk to 10 people that they do not know, right? That they're getting to know, that they're building relationships with in order to get that one yes. And so even though I have just as many no's today, I've had 3 people today tell me I just can't afford it. Am I getting on this Zoom, right? And do I get on Zooms at night and tell you guys, dang, you guys, everybody I talked to today said they can't afford it? Hell no, I'm not even worried about those people. I'm not worried about them because I'm already making new friends in another group. I just joined the Real Housewives of Orange County group today because that's my guilty pleasure. And I just friend requested 5 women in that group that I looked at their Facebook page and I'm like, okay, these girls, they're my jam. Like, I like them. So I friend requested, and 3 have already accepted. 1 is like, how do I know you? And I'm like, girl, we're in the Orange County group together. And she's like, oh my God, I can't wait to the thing tonight. And here we are talking back and forth about the show tonight. And it's like, I am building a relationship with this woman. And you know what? She's going to start seeing my posts. And it might not be tomorrow or next week, but maybe the 5th commercial, maybe the 12th time I go live, she's going to watch it and go, okay, I'm ready. I need that. But guess what, you guys? I'm not in any hurry because I already knew coming into this that this is a real business to me. This is not some fake pyramid scheme that it never has been. Even from day one when I was not making any money, I started exactly where you guys are, making nothing. Even that day, it meant more to me than anything. The fact that me from Toledo, Ohio, this waitress and bartender who always struggled with money, who was on food stamps and WIC to get her kids food, I could own my own business. Me. And I had the possibility, getting on a Zoom like this, getting in a room of people and hearing their stories, and they were no different, no better than me. They were normal people. Me, I had an opportunity to be where they were as long as I just kept going and didn't give up. It was real to me from day one. It never was an option to quit. I never said, if I'm not 12K by next year at this time, I'm quitting. No, there was no deadline for me because I knew me, this waitress and this bartender from Toledo, Ohio, that struggled with money, that barely graduated high school, that pretty much failed with everything else she's ever tried. There was no way on God's green earth that I was ever going to be able to start another business. This was my chance to be that, to do that, to change my family's life. And no one was going to take that from me. No one, not even all of the people today that told me no. I just keep going, and the next day and the next day and the next day, because that is what you guys have to understand. What you have your hands on is amazing. What you have your hands on, you have the opportunity to make money right away. If you're going to use these products, if you truly love Thrive and what Thrive is doing for you, then why would you not just work at this every day, see where it takes you, using a product you're going to use anyways? Why? Why would you not take the pressure off yourself, have fun with this, and share the heck out of it? Just like you would if you went to a movie tonight and it was Academy Award winning best movie you ever saw. You would come home and you'd put on Facebook, oh my God, you guys have to go see this movie. It was the best movie ever. And all your friends are going to be like, what movie is it? Oh my God, I got to go see it. Like, you didn't make a dime off of that, but you just shared a passion about something that you liked, right? Do that every day, right? How many times, Heather said it tonight, go live about the 3 steps. You guys do that once a month. You know how many people saw that? Maybe 2% of your Facebook friends. I still had people, you guys, and I go live almost daily. I still had people in my Facebook friends list that message me every day that have been friends with me now for 10 years on Facebook that go, what do you do? What's that stuff? They aren't seeing it. They just stumbled on it. You need to share every day. You need to rinse and repeat constantly. It's the same exact things that you need to do every single day. And remember, you sharing what the 3 steps are 4 times a week. Are you repeating yourself? Absolutely. But new people are seeing those things every single time you post it. And again, they need to see it 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 times. I need to ask you questions 5 weeks in a row or 5 years in a row to finally go, okay, I want that. And you'll be ready for them when they're ready. But stop saying things like, everyone I talk to thinks this is too expensive. No, if you signed one person up as a customer, then no, everyone you talk to didn't think it was too expensive. You've got one person that didn't. No, it's the way you're looking at it. I just know from doing this and from being in this so long what to expect. I already know that 1 out of every 10 to 20 people I talk to are going to sign up as a customer today. I already know that. So I know how many people I need to talk to. My question to you guys is, how many people did you talk to today? If you talked to 5, that's not shocking to me that they all said, I'm just not into it yet, or it's too expensive, or they're not ready. They don't see the value. You haven't been doing it long enough. You haven't proved it long enough, and you haven't talked to enough people, right? You haven't talked to enough people. When I was just in Florida, Brittany Strike, she is amazing. If you guys don't know who Brittany is, she's 200K on our team. I watched her literally right after the bonuses were announced, and I was like, I'm jealous. Like, she ended up signing 8 people with $800 kits that night. And I'm like, dude, I haven't signed one person. Nobody's in my inbox right now, right? I immediately started comparing, and I was jealous of Brittany. But do you guys know how many people Brittany talks to every day and how many people she adds to her network? 100 a day. 100. Of course, if you're going to add 100 a day, 8 out of that 3,600 people that you just added this month said yes. Okay. So, you guys, I'm not saying that you have to sit around. And I'm not saying that you have to spend every day, every waking second, ignore your family, don't eat, and just sit on your phone and friend request people. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that have expectations and know, based off those expectations, where you're going to get to, and don't be so hard on yourselves. If you're working 3 jobs with 5 kids, sorry, my dogs. If you're working 3 jobs, 5 kids, and all you have is 1 hour a day to be on social media, friend requesting and building relationships, and you only added 5 new people today, of course it's going to take you longer than Brittany, who's adding 100, right? Like, of course. So know this, and know that it's going to take a little bit of time, but that everybody, here's the thing, and this is what you need to listen to, because I'm that type of person that you know who I'm going to listen to? I'm not going to listen to my Aunt Betty, who's never done network marketing before, that tells me this is a pyramid scheme. How would she know? She's never done it. How does she know? You know who I'm going to listen to? I'm going to listen to Chastity Marie, Maria Dillard, Amber Manquist. I'm going to listen to those people that have been in before me, and what have they done? And what did it take for them to do it, right? Those are the people I'm going to listen to. Why would I ever listen to Uncle Joe, who drinks beer every night on the couch, makes minimum wage, and has never tried to do anything outside of his little bubble? Like, not cutting on Uncle Joe, great Uncle Joe. I'm not going to judge you, but don't judge me. Like, we're putting so much value into what other people think of us. And it's really the biggest reason that most people quit within their first 3 months. It's because of what someone else thought or what they said. Here's the deal. You have to know that you know that you know. And I knew that I knew that I knew that this was my shot. And I know that I know that I know that it's your shot too. Why? Because over the last 10 years, I have watched tons of people come into this business. And I have watched people succeed, and I have watched them fail. And the only people I have seen fail are the ones that quit. They're the only ones I've seen fail. In fact, I don't, well, I mean, I can't actually say they failed because I don't know where they are now. Who knows? But a lot of those people, I have stayed friends on Facebook, and I can tell you they're just still doing what they were doing before, working, 50 hours a week. They still never see their kids. They still talk about the fact that they have no money and they're struggling and their car just broke down. Like, but what I do know for sure, so I don't know for sure what happened to all those people, but what I know for sure is what happened to the people that have stuck with me. And I don't have anyone on my network marketing journey that has stuck with network marketing for over 5 years that is not making money. Now, all of those people are not making $1 million. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not at all saying that. Everybody puts in a different amount of work. Everybody takes a different amount of serious time that they're going to put in, all of that. But every person that has gotten consistent in some capacity, that works it daily, whether that's for 20 minutes a day or whether it's 5 hours a day, all of those people that have been in this business with me, all of them, not one of them, aren't making money that has made a difference in their household. And all of them will tell you, I am where I am making the money I'm making because of my consistency, but I'm also not where I want to be because of my consistency, right? So those people that maybe are sitting at 12K, but they've been in with me for 4 years now, but they've been consistent for 30 minutes a day, they're happy with that. They're like, man, for the work I've done to get my auto bonus every month and make an extra grand a month, I am happy. And then there's people on my team that are making an extra, 15 grand a week, that lived, breathed, dreamed, slept this company, that literally didn't show up at one kid's basketball game. It was a choice they made for, 4 years to get there. And now they're like, I own my time, my life. I'm never going to miss a game again. Everybody has different goals, dreams, and everybody is willing to do different things to get there. There is no comparison. But the one thing that I know for sure is that every person on this Zoom will get to a place where they are making a significant difference in their household income, right? Think about that person that maybe took 4 years to go 12K, guys, and they're making an extra $1,500 a month. Let's say that's what they're making. $1,500 a month times 12. Now add that onto their yearly salary. What could that do for your family? Would that make a difference in your life? If it took right now 4 years for every person on this Zoom to go 12K, would it be worth it for you, your family? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but my answer would be absolutely yes. Heck yes. Heck yes. To have a tax return coming into my household every month instead of one time a year, I'd say yeah, pretty much. So it's all of the way you are looking at it. And it starts with the first place, and that is your mindset, your belief level, and it starts with your commitment. Period. End of story. So who on here is committed? Who's committed? Who's committed to the 5 to 7 year plan? No matter how fast or how slow you go, you're committed. Who's committed to being real with themselves and looking in the mirror and saying, okay, Lisa's right. Of course I got 5 no's today. I only talked to 5 people. Who knows that they say negative things constantly and it's coming out of their mouth, and who's ready to change that? Who's ready during the next 4 months to change their mindset, and whether they get to the end of this 4 months and grab a bonus or not, who's ready to say, I'm proud of myself because I have changed as a human? Heather was right. Like, this whole industry and this whole business is just a self-development plan. I mean, I'm more proud of the human I've been able to become over the last 10 years than the money that I have in the bank. Absolutely 100%. I was broke, busted, and disgusted before. I was that negative person on Facebook. I hated scrolling through, seeing other people happy. I was a Debbie Downer. I said those things. Everybody, never once said, no one, that I was that person until I decided to change, until I did the things I needed to do to be a better person and to think differently and to think like a 1%er, you guys, to think like the people where I wanted to be. I needed to start thinking like them. And do you think me, Heather, Amanda, Jamie, Stacy, Danny, do you think we wake up in the morning and do you think we say, man, nobody wants this? Man, this business sucks. Man, nobody will sign with me. Man, I talked to 5 people and nobody wants it. Do you think we'd ever go to a Facebook post and put that out there? Even though today I've had no's and no one signed with me, am I going to go announce that to the world? Am I going to focus on that? Am I going to constantly say it over and over again in my head? Hell to the no, because I know that's never going to grow my business or get me anywhere. And I just got to talk to more people and I just got to keep going. Today's the day, guys. Today's the day. I think I say that statement more than any other statement when I hop on these Zooms every single week with you guys. Today, let today be the day. Today, you get off this Zoom and you say, no more, never again. I am in. I am done. I am not going to talk about the Q word, quitting. I am not going to let self-doubt creep in. And when it does, I'm going to push it out. I'm going to watch the words that are leaving my mouth. I'm going to start thinking positively. I'm done because let me ask you a question. How's it working for you? How's being negative working for you? How is saying nobody wants this working for you? I bet it's just bringing you more of the same. How is saying I ain't signed nobody, nobody wants this, it's too expensive? How is that working for you? I mean, try it my way, guys. Try it Heather's way. Try it the way we're saying. Is it, you already tried it your way, the negative way, the I'm gonna get down on myself way, the feel sorry for myself way, the I've already thought about quitting way, the focus on everything that's not good in my business way. You've already tried that way. Isn't today the way to try it the other way? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Anyways, it's 8:02 my time, 10:02 if you're on the East Coast. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us this week. Heather, I mean, incredible, your story, your tips. Anybody that didn't get something out of this Zoom, then you had to have been sleeping or you didn't get on because it was fire. Heather's amazing and her tips were awesome. And I just have to tell you guys, we're just getting started. We are just getting started. The consistent things you're doing now for your business, it's what's going to take you into our busiest season beginning in February when tax returns start coming back. It's on. And if you're not consistent now, and if you're already in the dumps, and if you're already getting down on yourself, it's never going to work. Stop falling into the same trap that you always fall into. It's different. It's 2021. How many of you said this year is going to be different for me? This is my year. A lot of you. And already 3 weeks into the year, you're saying, oh, nobody wants us. I mean, you guys, it's never going to change unless you change you first. It starts with you. Any 12-step program tells you that. Not that I've been in any of those. I'm just saying they tell you that, okay? They tell you have to admit it first. You have to change first. It starts with you. And then the rest follows. I watched it and watched it. So I'm so excited. Y'all, sometimes we just need a real kick in the ass Zoom. I feel like that was that Zoom tonight. I know that I'm super fired up and I can't wait to see what all of you guys do with this year. There's going to be so many of you that get out of your own way and you start looking at things differently. And when we get to the end of this year, you are going to look back and go, that was the best year. This is my best year so far. And it's only going to continue to get better and better and better and better. And in 5 to 7 years, when you're standing up on that stage, holding that big old millionaire sign because you hit the Millionaires Club, all of it, all of the hard work, the dedication, the tears, the unfriending, the people that told you no, it will all be worth it. I promise you that. You won't even be thinking about that anymore. You'll only be looking forward. And now suddenly you're going to look back on the person that you were and go, who was that negative person? Who was that person that almost thought about quitting? Who was that person that thought, not me, that'll never happen for me? Like, it's going to amaze you because I do it every day. I'm like, who was that girl? That girl that just thought life had to be hard. The girl that thought shit always had to happen to just her. That girl that said, I'm the unluckiest person in the world. Who was that? Because I changed my own luck. I made my luck. And so can you guys, especially with an opportunity like this. So love you guys. Have an amazing Thursday. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same link. I hope that you get on next week. We will be doing the same thing. Tuesday night live events for your prospect customers. Wednesday night live event for your prospective promoters. There's people on here right now that sign customers and promoters because they sent them to those live events. We're going to continue to do those throughout the end of the year, or throughout April for sure. And I'm telling you, they work. Concentrate on getting people to those. That's your job. From now until Tuesday, find someone to get there to both of those events. Let me close them and let me send them back to you. I love you guys. You're amazing. Good luck. You guys got this. Up your game. Up the people you talk to. And thanks for getting on tonight. I appreciate your time. Thanks, Heather. You're the best. I love you. Have a great one, guys. Bye.